Alright, well there we go. The death trap is still in the works. We don't really have to do anything with the other mech because again, armor damage basically gets repaired for free. So we still have our 4 Urbies up and ready to go. So let's see, let's have a look at our pilots. Did anybody earn enough to level up?
Awaiting orders.
Crappy in fact did, so I'm gonna go ahead and pump gunnery.
Training complete.
Again, I'm gonna try to keep the skills even until we get to level 5 for each of you guys, and then I'll give you a say in how we build your characters, but at least until we hit level 4 with all skills, I want everybody with a level playing field so that we've got at least a decent baseline to work from. And of course, gunnery is always gonna be the skill that I pump first because you guys...
Ready to rock.
You guys could not hit the broadside of a barn if the barn insulted your mother. So, we gotta fix that first. That's the first thing we gotta do. Alright, so, back to the command center. Because we got a couple more missions that we can do. Let's see. In this case, we got last mech standing. This is another battle, this time in the desert. Desert doesn't really affect us all that much because we have really good dissipation for heat on these mechs. What did it say about my mother? I mean, I'm just saying, Black Hydra. I'm not gonna... Snitches get stitches. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just saying, I heard him talking shit about your mom. That's all. I'm not gonna tell you what they said. You have to go talk to them. I'm just saying, like, it's just what I heard. I'm not snitching. I'm just telling you what I heard. We could also work for independence. Let's see. Who are we up against? We're up against Comstar on this one, and we're up against Davian on this one. Let's see. For this one, we got last mech standing. A lance of mercenary battle mechs has been rampaging in Taurian territory. They've been raising population centers, burning fields and refineries, looting storage facilities. They're clearly doing everything they can to drive our people out. This is terrorism, pure and simple. We need you to find them and destroy them. No escape and no prisoners. I mean, I don't really give a shit about the war crimes. You want me to kill a dude? Tell me so. I'll kill a dude. Listen, chat, we talked about this during the MechWarrior 5 campaign. If you want me to do war crimes, I'm okay with that. Just be upfront about it. Like, if you want me to destroy an orphanage, don't try to tell me it's a secret Black Ops facility. Just tell me it's an orphanage. And I'm much more likely to agree to it. If you tell me it's a Black Ops interrogation facility, and then I get there and it's an orphanage, then we're gonna have a problem. Because I'm not saying I'm not gonna burn an orphanage down, I'm just saying I charge extra for that. So, it's just a matter of transparency, chat. That's all it is. That's all it is. Anyway, let us get into this. Now, here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing. Normally, this early in the campaign, I would take money. But, against mercenaries, we could get all kinds of good stuff. Like, sometimes mercenaries have some really cool toys, and sometimes they don't. But you never know until you get in there. So, like, part of me wants to go max salvage on this because mercenaries could potentially give us a lot of really cool stuff. Especially early in the campaign. But, on the other side of the coin, if we go in and we get our asses handed to us, we're not going to be making any money, so any expenses, blown up mechs or anything like that, is going to come out of our pocket. So, I'm just saying. Correct, Black Hydra. I don't mind the job. I just don't like being lied to. I think we go max salvage on this one, chat. I think we go max salvage. Just because the potential the potential for really cool stuff is way too high to not take salvage. And Dark Naze gifted 100 Bezos bucks saying, I'm gonna commit various war crimes. I'll be wanted in at least 13 different countries. I mean, listen. I may or may not have a criminal record in multiple principalities across the inner sphere. If you happen to see my name or likeness on wanted posters, entirely a coincidence, probably a doppelganger. I might have an evil twin out there somewhere. Never committed a war crime in my life. Not saying it's off the table, just saying I've never done it before. Today. Since lunch. Semantics. But let's see. We did not take Crappy on the last one. We haven't taken Ven on an operation at all. So we'll let Lady Luck decide who is getting the boot so Ven can get in here. We're going to roll a 1d4 in the dice table. Again, this is on the Discord for anybody that wants to double check my work in case they think I'm bullshitting. Let's see. Dice table says 2. So our number 2 slot is going to get vacated. Megas, you're out. Ven, you are in. And let's see. We need to vacate another slot so we can make room for Crappy. Let me see. We'll do another 1d4. Give me 1d4. Got dice table. Dice table. And this time the number 4 slot is being vacated. So Cvex, you are out. And Crappy, you are in. Alright, there we go. That is our Lance. Again, we don't have any other mechs that are ready to go. So, let's deploy. And I'll tell you what, chat. Normally, we would take a BRB at the 3-hour mark, but I really need to go to the bathroom because the beer is going through me from lunch. Yeah? Alright, chat. We are back. We are so back. And, you know, I was watching what you guys were talking about just now, and I just realized. So, here's the thing. Now, yeah, the game is done loading. We were just on a break. But let me get the BRB out of here and get the booba back on the stream. This reminds me of something that I didn't really think about. But we'll go ahead and begin the mission. So normally when I play Battletech, like in my own time when I play Battletech, I'm usually playing my own music, so I have the in-game music turned on. But I should probably turn the in-game music on for you guys at least, so that you're not sitting here in total silence. It's one of those things I just don't normally think about. So hold on, let's start the mission, and then I'll get the music turned back on. So at least you got a little bit of background ambiance. This is going to be a stand-up fight, your Lance against the opposing forces. Yeah, that's assuming they don't bring reinforcements, Darius. You know, the kind of shit that you're supposed to be keeping an eye out for. Intel says they're near your starting location. Move in and clear them out. Alright, so we've already got one on sensors. Oh no, it's Nord's Irregulars. Otherwise known as What If Dumb Redneck Militia, but in giant robots. With that being said, chat, no adult beverage today. Because I already had some adult beverages to go with lunch, so I figured best not to toast myself too much. In the meantime, I have to thank Yaffelin for repriming for a 5th month. Thank you, Yaffelin, for the 5 months of extended support. Again, for those of you that don't know, Amazon Prime lets you subscribe to one Twitch channel for free, so I appreciate you choosing to use that Prime sub here. And Dark Naze as well, gifting a sub to Jew-Turn. Thank you, Dark Naze, for the massive generosity and the massive chicken. And of course, Jew-Turn, welcome back in to the cult of bad tactical decisions. And Dark Naze, again, I see you. Hydration incoming. And I just sat down with some fresh water and some fresh ice, so it is nice and cool. Remember to drink your water, chat. It's important to stay hydrated. Especially in the cockpit, because it gets hot in there. Glad to be back. Life got crazy for a sec. Yeah, that does happen, but glad that you were able to make it back.
The time has come.
And hopefully, whatever was going on with you is smoothed out a little bit. And hopefully things are getting back to something approaching normal, at least. And Clara as well, coming in with a big time raid. Welcome, Clara and Raiders. Good to see you. Glad to have you. And hopefully the weekend has been treating you well. Looks like you guys just got done streaming. Let me, hold on a second. We got a tradition around here. Anybody that raids me gets themselves a shout out. So let's see what you guys were playing. Well, it says here that you... Oh, no. It says you were playing Factorio. Playing some Factorio. Well, tell me how the factory went for you, Clara. As we all know. Yeah? The factory must grow, chat. The factory must grow. But good to see you, Clara and Raiders. As always, thanks for coming to join us. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Maria Miran, and we like to play a lot of tactical and strategy games here. Specifically, we are playing Battletech 2018 with the BTAU mod today. A game that we have not played in about a year and a half. So, good to be back in the inner sphere. Hopefully, I mean, if you don't know about Battletech, you're going to learn today. But it's a fun franchise, been going for 40 plus years. This game was made in 2018, and the BTAU mod pack is one of the big ones. So we're having a good time today getting into that. Clara says, yes, I was playing Factory. The factory was in need of a flamethrower wall. I mean, I would argue that most factories, even in real life, would be improved with a wall of flamethrowers. In fact, I'll take that one step further and say most architecture in general can be improved with a wall of flamethrowers. Make sure you bully Paradox so they make another. Agreed, Carl, agreed. Make sure to send your letters to Paradox telling them, number one, how stupid it was that they denied Battletech 2. Number two, how stupid it was that they let go of the folks at Harebrained Schemes. And 3, how stupid it is that they continue to flush money down the toilet by not monopolizing on this franchise and that outstanding dev team. Because I personally believe that had they been given the funding and the support that they deserved, Battletech 2, whatever sequel they made to this game, could have been the Battletech game of all time. Because when you play this game, you can see that, like, Harebrained Schemes very clearly understands Battletech and understands what people liked about Battletech. And so, had they been given appropriate funding and support, I think they could have done for Battletech what they did for Shadowrun, which was create a faithful recreation of the tabletop experience, or a somewhat faithful tabletop recreation that the average player can enjoy and thus appreciate the franchise. But I'm not going to rant about that. I've ranted at length. But anyway, once again, welcome to Clara and the Raiders. And hopefully, again, you guys are ready for some Battletech here. We just got off a BRB. We're going up against Snord's Irregulars, which is a rather infamous mercenary unit in the Battletech universe. And we will be pitting ourselves against a rival mercenary unit. Claire says, I was also playing Alien Dark Descent, getting a tutorial bug, so I switched to Factorio. Oh, shit. I remember that tutorial bug from way, way back during launch. I mean, I'm sorry you got that bug, but, like, I'm gonna be honest, I figured at this point, it's been, what, almost 2 years? Maybe even more than 2 years since Dark Descent came out. I figured they would have had to have fixed that bug by now. Yeah? I mean, clearly they didn't, but, like, I would have sworn by now that, like, if you had a bug in the tutorial, you would think that would be like a day 0 patch kind of thing. But, hey, you know what? I'm not a game developer. I'm not gonna pretend like I know better. Even so, that sucks, Claire. But hey, you know what? Again, as I said, the factory must grow. So Factorio is a good backup game. It's always fun. Well, it's always an experience to play Factorio. I'm not gonna say it's always fun, but it's always an experience, at least. And of course, I have to thank Darknaze for 4 gifted subs now at this point. 1 for Mort, 1 for Clara, 1 for Karupo, and 1 for Hayakisa. Thank you, Darknaze, for the 4 gifted subs, the massive generosity, and the massive chicken. And of course, for those that were not already, welcome or welcome back to the cult of bad tactical decisions. And of course, I would be remiss if I did not also thank Cody88 for gifting a sub to Tedious Vocabulary. Tedious, welcome back into the cult as well. I trust at this point that you guys already know where the Ecto Cooler is, so help yourself, as always. Slay the Badgeless. Disagree. Strong disagree. Badgeless are just as welcome here as anybody else. You donkeys are the ones that take it upon yourselves to gift subs to anyone that walks in the door. I don't encourage it, but I also can't stop you. Want to know something about Snord's Irregulars? The canon version of the Disco Inferno spawns with them. Oh, is that right? Is this one of the factions that got the Firestarter you commissioned? Because if so, we might run into it. But anyway, chat, we've got ourselves a very red planet here, and we've already got 1 enemy on sensors. No idea what we're going to be up against. But we are using urban mechs, so we're going to have to be very, very careful about how we play this. We're going to need to use terrain to our advantage, we're going to need to use cover when and where we can, and we're going to have to be very choosy about the shots that we take, because as we've discovered, these heavy cannons are very, very prone to jamming.
Skipper, full speed, no target.
So we're going to have to be very careful to not put ourselves in a position where those cannons are going to have to be overworked. Because it seems like once they jam, they do not have a very high chance of getting unjammed. It's a red planet, a blood planet. It's a planet of corn, obviously. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne, in fact.
Yes, Commander.
Are we gonna be fast enough? Is there even... Okay, so we do have a tree line here. We can get to cover on the next turn. We just have to hope that they don't round the corner on us before we have a chance to get into the trees. Okay, well... He's right there. He's right there. So now we've got a second sensor contact. Only 2 so far.
Skipper.
Alright. So we could potentially round the corner on this man's, but I'm going to stick to the trees. Again, we've got to use terrain to our advantage. Got to use the terrain to our advantage. The Northwind Highlanders, Lone Star Regiment, Dismal Disinherited, Solaris 7 Mercenary League, Snord's Irregulars, Blue Star Irregulars, Knights of St. Cameron, Wolf's Dragoons, really, they gave it to Wolf's Dragoons, Calhounds, and the Yaradani Light Horse all have a chance to spawn with it. I can understand most of those. I don't understand the Knights of St. Cameron or Wolf's Dragoons. Or even Kellhounds, for that matter. Like, that seems like the kind... Well, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, that seems like the kind of crazy shit that a Solaris 7 Gladiator would come up with, but that's basically what it was? Also gave it to St. Ives. I mean, that's good, though, because we're in Taurian space, which means we're close enough to St. Ives that we might be able to pick one up.
Yes, boss.
Let's see. What are we dealing with here? I want to make sure. Yeah, we're kind of like we're at the point now
Acknowledge.
where we're gonna have to make a choice about either being in cover next turn or being out in the open.
Yes, Commander.
All right, let's see what we're. Oh my God, it's a commando. That's not great. That is not great.
Critical hit. Critical hit.
Commandos are almost as deadly in close combat as we are. Oh, and this one's got streak SRMs. Shit. All right. This might get
What are your
ugly,
orders,
chat.
skipper?
This might get ugly. That's okay, though. We essentially have the mech equivalent of shotguns. Ven, you're in melee range. He's only in charge range. I was gonna... Now that we've discovered that we can, like, use the cannons in melee range, that's exactly what I was gonna do. But...
Roger that, Commander.
if you have to charge, you don't get to use any other weapons. So... let me see. We're gonna go with the base. Take the shot.
All weapons. Go.
Okay, somehow you missed with a
AC-20
shotgun
ammo.
at what is essentially point-blank range. I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed, Ven.
Standing by.
However, Arrakis is not outside of melee range, so let's do this. Give him the kick, give him the shotgun, give him the laser.
Targeting for physical attack.
We got the kick. We got the shot, and we got the laser. Outstanding. You love to see it.
Critical hit, Commander.
I mean, you say critical hit, but you didn't
Let's do
actually
this.
critical anything. If we take the shot from here, 54% chance. If we take the shot from here, 60% chance plus the small laser. I'm good with that.
Got it.
I'll move into the open to take that shot. No carrying, give him the business.
Firing.
Oh. Engine destroyed, torso destroyed, arm destroyed,
Target
other
neutralized.
torso, and other arm destroyed.
All out of AC-20 ammo.
That man's... There's nothing left of that man. He means the hit came with severe criticism. Ah, that makes more sense. That makes much more sense. Yeah, that was a good one. There's not a whole lot left of that mech, though, but... I mean, we were kind of looking for salvage, but at the same time, I'm not going to be disappointed that we didn't get a commando as salvage.
It is go time.
I'd still take a commando over an urban mech, but at the same time, oh no. Hey. That's exactly what I expect from Snord's Irregulars. So, for the record... Oh, wow. Okay, so this was the LBX-10 Urban Mech, but it's already missing the LBX-10. He charged, failed his piloting roll, and then fell down. This is exactly what I expect from Snord's Irregulars. To be fair, he does have one small pulse laser, which I would not mind getting my hands on as far as salvage. Yeah, he apparently hit the moonshine a little too hard before this operation, which is good for us. That's very good for us. Yeah.
Copy that, Commander.
This is one of the few times where it might actually be in our interest to go charging ahead with urban mechs. And Swift Draw gifted another sub, this time to El Spoon Loco. El Spoon, welcome back to the cult of bad tactical decisions and Swift Draw. Thank you for the generosity and the gifted sub as always. Zorella says, hi, I was just getting the itch to play Battletech myself. Are you running mods? We are indeed. We are indeed. If you're curious, you can do !BTA in the chat. We are playing the latest update of the BTAU mod pack. And more specifically, this is the, I think it's 19.1 update, which only came out a little bit ago. I think it was this week that that update hit. So we are playing on the latest version. It's canon that mech warriors are all already mostly drunk in the cockpit. I mean, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong.
How's it going? Double time.
Let's see. We'll get everybody switched over to the rifle ammo, and we're
have orders?
basically just gonna charge this dude and ruin his day.
Confirmed.
We are just gonna charge this dude and ruin his day.
Receiving you. Moving out.
As the commissar would say, glory to the first man to die.
It is go time.
You still have not unjammed the weapon. Arrakis, come on, man. Unjam the cannon.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Oh,
All right,
are we close
let's move.
enough? Do I take the shot? Only 39%? Nah, I'm not going to take the shot. Because we could potentially jam, so I want to wait until we're close
Good
enough
to
that...
go.
I mean, I want at least a 50-50
Oh,
shot.
yeah. You got it.
What do we got? Oh, no. We might accidentally hit Arrakis in the back. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take that shot.
Commander.
I don't want to
course.
cannon one of our people in the day. That would be dead. Come at me, bro.
Oh, yeah. It's on. Let's do this.
You still have not unjammed your weapon. Let me see if we do this. It's going to be 59%.
I got you.
But then if we use the precise strike, that gets us up to 71. Then, give him the business.
Engaging target.
That was a good hit. That was a good hit. I'll take it.
Let's do this.
No carrying. You're up next, buddy.
Let's go.
And we'll do precise strike. 72%. I like those odds. I like those odds. And Kirk Haslin rolling in the chat on a Sunday. Good to see you, Kirk. Resubscribing at tier 1 for an 11th month. Thank you, Kirk, for the 11 months. Almost up to that shiny, brand new 1-year badge. Thank you for 11 months of extended support. Taking a chance on me for almost 1 year. I do appreciate it. And welcome to the Sunday stream. Hopefully the weekend has been treating you well. And wait, did I miss Darknays gifting another sub. This time to Zeralis. Thank you, Darknays, for the gifted sub. And Zeralis, I'm pretty sure you've been here before, so welcome back into the cult as well. Let's take the 72% chance shot at the Irby. See what kind of damage we can do.
Locking on target.
It's another good hit, but we still haven't punched through the armor.
What's the plan?
And as you can clearly see, the issue with fighting against Irbies is that they are exceptionally durable. But not that
Hostile
durable.
Eliminated.
4 salvageable parts. So we're basically getting no salvage on the Commando, but we're getting more salvage on the Urban Mech. Lovely.
Mission successful.
A free Urban Mech. Well, I mean, we still have to get it in salvage. I don't know if we're gonna get all the parts. I'll certainly try. Then again, I also have to, I mean, don't forget that small pulse laser was in there. Even though the LBX was damaged, if I can get my hands on that, I'm absolutely going to take it. We'll just have to see what the salvage screen says. The only Urban Mechs mod, I mean, it's starting to feel like that. Wait, what? Is the salvage screen after this? I thought it was before this screen. Alright, well, nobody got hurt. One of the Urbies took some internal damage here in this torso location. It's not the end of the world. We didn't lose any critical systems, so we should be okay. And Rowena Star rolled into the chat on a Sunday as well with 20 Bezos bucks. Good to see you again, Rowena. Thanks for joining us on a Sunday. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. And thank you for the Bezos bucks. Let's see. So we do have all 4 parts. We only get 4 picks, though. And, I mean, the small pulse laser, though. Like, I want the pulse laser. Yeah, let's take the commando. Let's take the pulse laser. I mean, we've got 11 more picks coming, so it doesn't really matter. We're getting everything. We're getting all the salvage. So yeah, free Urban Mech. Free Urbie. There you go, chat. And it's the R63, so theoretically, we could build it the same as the ones that we already have. Ed Travis rolling into the chat on a Sunday as well, saying, "G'day, cunts. I mean, hello, fellow spheroids." Well, good to see you, you filthy cunt. Good to see you, Travis. Hopefully, the land down under is treating you well, and I hope that you're having an outstanding Monday morning. Extremely early Monday morning, but always glad to have you. Let's see. Yeah, well, plus we get the engine core too. So we're getting somewhere, chat. We're getting somewhere. It's not the end of the world. I mean, not that an urban mech is gonna sell for a whole lot, but an R63 isn't a terrible thing. Oh no. And Dark Nays with 100 Bezos bucks saying, "Suffer not the badgeless, make them cult members." Again, strong disagree. Strong disagree. But I appreciate it all the same, and thank you for the 100 Bezos bucks. And I see you, Travis. We will get you put on the list. Although, again, remember, there are already quite a few names on the list, and you weren't here for it, but we had probably a half a dozen people add themselves to the list early in the stream, so the chances that you're gonna get in this campaign are very slim. Not impossible, though. It could be very lethal. You never know. So, I mean, we just named an Urbie Death Trap, so... Alright, let's get to the mech bay. Oh, that's right, we don't have enough slots, because we already have all of our mech bay slots filled. So I can't even build the mech that we just got for free. Cvex, you're already in the game. You're already in the game. You didn't even have to put your name on the list. But good to see you. Glad to have you on a Sunday as well. Thanks for joining us. Let's see what kind of damage we got. Yeah, we lost the heatsink. That's it. That's easy enough to repair. I mean, chat, do we continue to gamble? Do we continue to gamble with the heavy cannon, or do we go ahead and strip that out, put in an AC-10, and turn this thing into a 60p? Oh no, I know you just got here, Cvex. We went over it at the beginning of the stream. I went ahead and named everybody in front of the whole stream so that they could see, and everybody knows it was legit. The list is as long as the list to the things I go into. I mean... Megas. Why you gotta make it weird, Megas? Why you gotta make it weird? I mean, I already know the answer. It's like a rhetorical question. I know why you have to make it weird. No, I'm not. Look, I'm not saying you're wrong, Megas. I'm just saying, why you gotta make it weird? Anyway, chat. Look, I'm not gonna lie. The heavy cannon is a lot of fun. The heavy cannon is a lot of fun. However, we are playing with fire, and it is only a matter of time until we get burned. Because what's gonna happen is we're gonna end up in a situation where everybody's cannon is jammed and we got nothing else. So I'm just saying, like, the heavy cannon is funny. I'm enjoying it. It does a shitload of damage. But eventually we're gonna get burned. Go hard or go home. I mean, if I was gonna do, look, what I would do here, cause you have potential 120 damage, right? Except it's like potential 300 damage when we're using just the baseline shot. So we get that first opening salvo, it's guaranteed damage and it hits hard. It's a lot of time to get them switched out. I mean, let's see. If I pulled out the cannon feed, pulled out the heavy ammo, that's only 2 days to do that. If I throw in the AC-10 and I put in, what is it? Is it 1 bin of ammo or is it 2 bins of ammo that comes standard? I don't remember. I feel like it's only 1 ton of ammo. But we have enough tonnage to put in 2. Yeah, for the R60. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like it's only 1 ton of ammo. So, I mean, we could take out 1 ton of ammo and we could armor up instead. Gives us a little more survivability. But at the same time, there's always the memes to consider. Kirby Death Squad gonna be a scalpel or a hammer? So far it's been a hammer. A sledgehammer, to be specific. We could also just, you know, go completely limp noodle here and say, I'm gonna put in a heavy rifle instead. That only costs us 11 grand in 5 days, but it also significantly diminishes our damage potential because we're going from 300 or 120 potential damage to only 54, and that's also condensing it down from a shotgun pattern to only a single shot, which, if you miss, you miss. Operation Limp Noodle. I mean, I just calls them like I sees them. I just calls them like I sees them, that's all. I think for now, we just continue with the meme. We just continue with the meme for the time being. I'm just gonna put it back together. If we lose the heavy cannon, then I'll go ahead and we'll swap it out for something else. And if somebody dies, I'm gonna blame you, Chet.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
In the meantime, what I'm gonna do, Chet, is I'm gonna start putting some stuff into this awesome. Like, I'm gonna put in some triple strength. And I'm gonna put in, can we do some Pharaoh? If I did Pharaoh, I mean, that doesn't leave us a lot in terms of critical space. So maybe Pharaoh's not a great idea. Is there anything else? Like, I'm thinking if there's anything else that I want to put on this thing. I'm not going to install weapon systems yet because we might need them later. But I'm just, like, I'm treating this like a project car. I'm basically just going to slowly put pieces into this thing until we build it up to a point where we can take it out. But I put that in there. I mean, we could, again, like, heavy rifle, and then heavy rifle. I don't know why, but I just, like, the idea of 4 heavy rifles is hilarious to me. C3 slave for scouting. I mean, the problem is, here's the thing. Originally, I intended to give the entire Lance a C3 system just to make the Urbies not quite so bad. The only problem is when I used the save editor to give us the C3 master, it did not count it. So I don't know where the C3 master system is, but it's not in here. Which is unfortunate. So all I have is the slave systems. I don't actually have the master system to make it work, sadly. C3 masters and weapons. No, I mean, I know it's supposed to be under the support weapons here, but it's not here. So I might have added the wrong one. I'll see if I can fix it later, but I'm not going to try to fix it in the middle of the stream. Rather put 8 AC2s for it to be even funnier. I mean, I don't have 8 AC2s, but I don't know if we could fit that many in here. BTA? Are you okay? There we go. I mean, that's another 12, so potentially... No, we couldn't do that. No, we could, but then we wouldn't have any ammo. So I could fit in 4 more AC2s. It's just, we then wouldn't... Like, that would be 80 tons. We wouldn't have any room for ammo. We could do Gauss. We could do Gauss as well. I did grab a couple of Gauss rifles. So, we could do... We could do Gauss tits. Do Gauss tits, and then for the close range, we do the heavy rifles. No? Too heavy? Alright. If we do light rifles... You only need 2 tons for 11 turns of firing. How about... I got an idea, chat. We do this. Here's what we do. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm cooking here. I'm cooking. 45 ammo. That's plenty. 45 ammo is more than enough. 18 ammo, not quite as much. But even so, let's see. Maximum range bracket is 480. Maximum range bracket here is 960. The light rifles, oof. The only problem with this design is the minimum range. The issue with this design is the minimum range. If anything gets within 90 meters, we're gonna have to punch it. Because there's no other way for us to defend ourselves. But again, this is all for later. For right now, I'm just gonna throw the triple strength in here. We'll worry about the other stuff later. Wait. What the hell? Oh, I was trying to figure out why it was still costing more time and money. AC2s have no medium range. I don't think so? Hold on. AC2... No, I mean, they have the optimal at 480. But their minimum range is 120 meters. So, like, they have a very large minimum range. Like, the Ultra AC2s I don't think have a minimum range, but the regular AC2s absolutely do. Anyway, we're just gonna throw some triple strength in here. Again, we're treating it like a project car.
I'll let you know when that's done.
In the meantime, let's head back to the command center. Oh, wait, first we gotta head to the barracks. See if anybody got enough to upgrade their skills.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, cool. Arrakis has gotten enough to upgrade his gunnery.
You have orders?
Crappy has gotten enough for another point of guts.
Good to go. Commander.
No carrying. Let's do piloting. I don't prioritize tactics that much in the early game.
Confirm.
It's more useful in the late game when you're actually dealing with a lot of indirect fire and stuff. Alright, there we go. Everybody's leveled up. Now we'll head to the command center. We got a couple missions for independence. So we got a duo duel. There's a pair of famous gunslinging duelists. We found out they're being backed by Comstar, and we'd like you to take them down so they stop harassing our people day and night. 55 tons. 55 tons for a duo duel. So we can take only one of our mechs. Because for some stupid reason, in a duo duel, they're not even giving us a tonnage limit to bring 2 30-ton mechs. I don't quite understand the logic on that one. Oh, it might be 55 per mech, in which case we're gonna be hilariously outclassed. If it's 55 tons per mech, then yeah, I don't think we want to do this one because we don't... I mean, I have the awesome, but it doesn't have any weapons. And even with maximum armor, I don't think I could tank that much damage to punch them to death. Yeah, I mean... Hold on. I mean, it's independence. If we have to abandon the contract, it doesn't... Because what I want to see is if it'll let us do that. Like, if it's 55 tons for each slot, does that mean that we could get away with 4 Urbies? Can we do the thing like we did in MechWarrior 5? Where it was like, oh, this is a light mech duel, but then they only did it by weight limit, so I was able to take a 100-ton mech into a light mech duel because I only took 1. Might be lamer than it says. I mean, it might be. Let me see. What is this? I don't know what the 2 is. Okay, you may only field up to 2 mechs on this mission. Okay. I mean, it really depends. It depends on what the medium mech... I mean, I assume they're gonna be medium mechs, but like... It depends on what we're up against. Like, this could be a good opportunity for us to get a medium mech if we go all salvage. But at the same time, if we end up against something like a Thunderbolt, we're dead. Like, one Thunderbolt could easily mop the floor with both of the Urbies that we put on the field. If it was something like a Hunchback, we'd probably stand a chance as long as we don't get too close. But, like, the problem is once you open up the weight limit to 55 tons, the potential for us to end up fighting against mechs that are just going to completely destroy us is way too high for my liking. I mean, it's only a half-skull mission, and it's a very low money, so... I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained, right, chat? We have to do it. Imagine the glory. Imagine the stories that they'll tell. The songs that they'll sing. If we take 2 urban mechs into a medium mech double duel, and we win. Imagine the glory to be had. And more importantly, imagine the potential salvage to be had. I mean, it's only 5 picks. Well, it's 5 assigned in 1 pick. But if we play our cards right, we might get a medium mech out of the deal. We might get a medium mech out of the deal. Let's do it. Unfortunately, we've only got 3 Urbies ready for battle, so... Because this could potentially be a death sentence, I'll take volunteers first. It could be a cicada. I mean, it could be. It could be a cicada. It could be a dragon. It could be one of a number of mechs that are essentially a joke. I mean, it could be an enforcer. I would laugh if it was an enforcer. But, like, there's a lot of mechs that it could be that would be really funny and easy to deal with. There's also a lot of mechs that could be a nightmare. But, again, I'll take volunteers for the mission first. If we don't have any volunteers, then I'll let Lady Luck decide. Dragon 60. No, you're right. I'm thinking of the weight class. I need to be thinking about the tonnage. Not the weight class. Now, let's see. The first two volunteers were Vin and Megas. Alright. Vin and Megas volunteer as tribute. Witness them, chat. Witness them, for they go to glory. They go to glory. Oh, shit. I didn't turn on the music. That's my bad. I was like, man, it's very quiet. And then I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna turn on the music. And then Clara and her people showed up and got me completely sidetracked. Not that I'm complaining, but like, I completely forget. I completely forget. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna turn on the music. Chat, don't let me forget to turn on the music when we actually get into the mission. I can't do it in the loading screen. I have to do it when we actually get into the mission. Arrakis says, Girl Valkyrie or Mech Valkyrie? ¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both? You can put tits on a mech, chat. Transformers did it. And it was given 13-year-old boys wet dreams for a decade. I'm just saying. Alright, here we go. Chat.
Command interface initiated.
All eyes are on you. Bring him down. And they put us in an arena, so there's no running. Into the fires of battle. Onto the anvil of war, chat. Alright, music. We gotta turn on the music. Hold on. Settings. Audio. Music. I tell you what, I'm gonna do something like that. So it's ambient, but hopefully not too loud. If the music's too loud, let me know. In the meantime, we gotta get this party started.
You got it.
What? Why are you trying to take such a weird roundabout way? Is it just a terrain thing? Like, it's like there's no ground here. That's really weird. Okay, fine. We'll sprint.
Coordinates received.
Many have tried, none have succeeded. You won't either. Okay, so we got a Centurion and a... What is... Chat, what is that? I don't know what that is. I'm having trouble with the silhouette. What is this? Roughneck? Maybe? I mean, I'd recognize the Mohawk anywhere. I mean, Travis, no. We can't really jump anywhere because there's no high ground. Shadow... Oh, no, you're right. I think it is a Shadowhawk because you got the gun right here and you got the very boxy square head. So yeah, I think that might be a Shadowhawk. Well, I mean, we'll find out here in a second. Chat, this might be bad. It is, in fact, a 5D with a with the Rack 5. Oh no. Oh, chat, we might be fucked. Chat, we might be fucked. Because we have no We have no evasion. It's Irby's. We have no evasion. Our only option is stand and deliver. That's literally the only thing we can do.
I got you.
Only 10% chance. I mean, if they're gonna be dumb and get close enough, we might stand a chance, but
What can I do
I don't see it, to be perfectly honest with you.
for you? Pedal to the metal.
I'm a little bit nervous, Chet. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous.
I'm catching some serious shit here, Commander.
Now, here's the thing about the Rack 5. Oh no. He's got an LBX, chat.
Getting banged up real good here.
The thing that we learned the hard way with the Rack 5, and the Rack 2 for that matter, is it burns through its ammo very, very quickly. As for the Centurion, though, like, there's basically no chance that we run them out of ammo. Like, plain and simple. There's no chance.
Orders?
We just have to stand up, fight them. As much as I hate to do that, like, it's our only option. We don't have any other choice. And again, even though they're double our weight, they can still move faster than us. Do we take the chance? 17%. I mean, on a 2 evasion, on a 4 evasion for a Centurion, like, I don't know. It's not looking good. It is not looking good. It'd be kind of funny to armor rack them. I mean, this is Vin. It's up to you, Vin. You got 17%. This is your only guaranteed shot. Do you want to use this guaranteed shot on a 17% chance? Or would you rather save it? Fuck it, we ball. Alright. Spoken like a true cultist.
Affirmative.
And hit not a damn thing.
Out of AC-20 ammo.
Hit not a damn thing.
I hear ya.
Not gonna pretend like I'm surprised by that. I mean, if we run out here, we actually get 1 pip of evasion. I think we take the chance. I think we take the chance. We don't have a shot, but if we don't have a shot, that means neither do they. So they're gonna have to move in order to shoot at Megas. Doesn't mean he's safe, it just means they have to move. Not great.
Okay, that was bad.
Yeah, I know it was bad. It's probably gonna get worse. 'Cause they're sandpapering us with these missiles.
Yep.
They are fucking sandpapering us with these missiles. No, I want you no, back, go, stupid. There we go. Alright. So we're gonna move. You're not gonna get any evasion, but we need to get as close as we can. We got a 10% chance and a 19% chance. Jesus, why is this Centurion so fast?
Engaging target.
Oh, we gotta take what shots we can, because we're already taking a lot of damage.
Waiting for orders.
So, no matter what we do, it's gonna be bad. Units in Marsh gain 50% stability damage reduction. Might be worth it, might not be worth it. We don't really gain enough evasion either way. I mean, maybe we move Megas down here into the water, try to use this building as cover, make them get close to us, but then that basically leaves Vin out here in the trenches taking grenades all by himself. I mean, we don't gain anything by sprinting, so I think we just move. The only way that we gain anything by sprinting is going this way, and it's only 1 evasion. If we do that, I mean, 43% chance to hit the Shadowhawk is not bad. Let's do it.
Double time.
As always, guns off the field. If I can take this dude off the field, or at least disarm him, that's a huge win for us. Okay, that was not as effective as I was hoping.
AC-20 ammo.
Not nearly as effective as I was hoping. Survive. Survive. Heat sink destroyed. Not great.
I'm taking a pounding. Oh, hell yes. It's on now.
Alright.
Confirmed.
Unfortunately, even with a jump, we can't get behind him. If we melee, all we can do is kick. The heavy cannon is jammed, to the surprise of absolutely no one. Yeah. So I think we kick him. If we hit with the kick, then that will reduce his evasion, which will then make it easier for Megas to hit with a follow-up shot. And Sierra rolling in the chat on a Sunday with 10 gifted subs. Good to see you, Sierra. Thanks for joining us. Always glad to see you. Hopefully the weekend has been treating you well. And of course, thank you for the massive generosity and the massive chicken, the 10 gifted subs. And if you got gifted a sub by Sierra or any of these other insanely generous donkeys, be sure to thank them for that generosity. Because even though I tell them not to do it, they do it anyway. And so for everybody that got gifted a sub, welcome or welcome back to the cult of bad tactical decisions. Need to get above them. I mean, I would love to. The only problem is I don't think I can. Like, I don't think we can actually get up here. This is supposed to be like stands where there are spectators. So I don't think that there's any way for us to get a height advantage on them. I mean, we could jump here, but I also kind of want to melee because, again, we've got him 84% chance to hit with this melee attack. If we hit with the melee attack, we're going to reduce their evasion, which is good because this Centurion is picking up 4 evasion every turn. Now, on the other hand, we could jump here, take our side shot at this Shadowhawk, but we're only going to do it with a small laser. So at most, we do 12 damage. We haven't breached any armor. Like, we could DFA. I selected him, but you're not letting me execute the DFA because reasons. I don't really know why. So if I wanted to DFA you, yeah, like it's not giving me the option to DFA. Like it says that I can, but then when I try to do it, it doesn't work. I still think this is our best move. As much as I don't like it, I still think it's our best move.
I got you.
Alright. So we got rid of his evasion, which is perfect. That's exactly what we need. Now, we get in here. Shit. Now his fucking cannon is jammed too. Oh, no, wait, never mind. That's the other one. Never mind. We're good. We're good. Alright, give me the precision strike. Give me a lucky crit, Megas. We need it. Give me a lucky crit.
Firing everything I've got.
That was not a lucky crit. You barely hit him at all.
Oh, it took some shrapnel.
Yeah, it's not looking good. That's the cannon gone.
Can't take many more.
Mech warriors, show them what you got.
That's the cannon gun on the Irby. Alright. We gotta make a choice here, chat. We gotta make a choice. We got a couple of options here. If we punch out Megas, he probably survives. Yeah. We might have to do a rescue mission. But he probably survives. With that being said, we lose the mech. Technically, we have another one that we can build to replace it. But it's another urban mech. Now, on the other hand, it's a duel. We resign, everybody survives, we lose the mission, we piss off the client, but nobody dies, and we don't lose any mechs. We just accept that we rolled bad, like, we took a chance to see what they were gonna throw at us, and they just happened to throw, like, the worst fucking combination of mechs at us that we could possibly be facing. A fast Centurion with a shotgun, and a Shadowhawk with a minigun. Like, of all the things that they could have thrown at us, the game has somehow picked the worst combination of things. So, me personally, we walked into a 55-ton duo duel with 2 urban mechs. We tried. It didn't work. It ain't worth dying over. That's my opinion. So, you guys know I don't like walking away, but I'm also not gonna let Megas or Ven die on this bullshit. Because this is a duel where we are very clearly outclassed, like hilariously outclassed. So, to me, there's no... This is me just doing the smart thing. Death before Dishonored. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say that, Swift Draw, when you're not the dude who's about to get his head shot off. And of course, it is Megas that's about to die, because it's basically a fucking meme at this point. I say we withdraw. Again. No, I'm not withdrawing in bad faith, game. I'm withdrawing in, I don't feel like losing 2 guys in a fucking duel.
Let's get the hell out of here.
I love it. He's like, I guess we just found out why these guys are so dangerous. Like, they're not dangerous. We brought urban mechs to a duel. Like, we did a dumb thing. Did we have to put them in urban mechs? Actually, yes, we did, because that's all we have. That's literally the only mechs that we have. So yes, we did have to put them in urban mechs. That's okay. No, I mean, I understand the question. It's just, yes, we did in fact have to use urban mechs. It was not... I mean, we were kind of doing it for the meme, but at the same time, we didn't have any other options. So, Megas is gonna be out for 23 days on injury, and I got a feeling that repairing this boy is gonna be very expensive. We get nothing. You get nothing, sir. Good day. I'm sure this is not a surprise to anyone. What start did you go with? I went with a custom start. And I gave us a very special episode of the awesome mech that doesn't currently have any weapons installed. And then a full lance of Urbies, which, you know, take that for what it is. It's an Irby, just trash the thing. Again, if I had the option, if I trashed the Irby, we would literally have one mech, and that one mech has no weapons. And it's also so heavy that we can't even drop it right now, because we just started the campaign. So, the The campaign would literally be over if I just threw all the herbies in the trash. But that's okay. These things happen. Again, we made a dumb decision, and hey, you know what? We played stupid games. We won stupid prizes. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes sometimes.